Born too late to explore the earth. Born too early to explore the stars. Is that true, or is that just a saying? Today I'm trying to figure out whether there are undiscovered secret gems or whether they truly have all been discovered. For the last couple days, I've been scouring different maps trying to find something cool that was yet to be discovered. I found a few smaller things that could be little rock pools or they could just be rocks, but that wasn't what I was looking for. I found something that could be pretty cool. Check this out. So it's a pretty decent sized waterfall. It looks like it's got water flowing over it, and it's in the middle of nowhere, so there's a good chance it could be undiscovered. It looks pretty epic. I'm super keen to check it out. I reckon I'm gonna get ready and head out now, see if I can find it. Alright, we've made it to the spot where I'm going to leave the car. This is the sort of area, to be honest, on my maps, it isn't making a whole lot of sense, but I'm sure it'll make sense later. So, we are where this X is here, and what we're going to do is we're going to ride around up, following the yellow line until we get to about here. This is where I'm going to stash my bike in the bush somewhere. This is where we start our trek going down here, where we will end up hopefully back here. This is the river that hopefully I'm gonna pop out on. I've just parked the car underneath a tree. Hopefully it's still there when I get back. It's pretty warm, so this bike ride is gonna be pretty tough, but that's alright. Quicker I do it, quicker I'm get to go for a little swim in the water. While I'm getting ready, I should probably introduce myself. Hey, I'm Will, also known as Lost on Purpose. I'm all about chasing adventures, big or small, and sharing the journey along the way. For me, it's about stepping off the beaten path, diving into the unknown, and seeing what happens. It's about getting lost on purpose. Alright, we are off. I got some lovely cows behind me. And yeah, I think it's about 8 k's and we've got to climb a mountain. So off I set, feeling optimistic about the bike ride. It was only 8 k's, it wasn't going to take that long, right? Ew. Can't quite see the road. This might be it up here. Yeah, this looks like it. This is the road we're going to be taking for the next little bit. I'm hoping it gets better than this. I was hoping to ride it. It's about 1 k until we get to another road or track. And then from there it's about 5 k's. So, fingers crossed, it's really hot. You have to remember to drink lots of water and have some snacks. To be honest, this road doesn't give me a whole lot of faith. So I reckon we just jump on the bike and YOLO it. And YOLO it I did. And then the hill got steep. Mate, that's a big hill. Not even halfway up it. Just stopped for a little water break. But yeah. Whew. It's bloody hot today. I continued this pattern of walking and riding. Well, to be honest, it was mostly walking. But I continued up the hill, taking breaks every now and then to rest up. Mate, this hill is colossal. I've been going for a while. I'm like maybe a quarter of the way up the hill. But like, it's pretty crazy, man. Oh man, this hill is killing me. It's actually crazy. I've also got a big heavy pack on, so that doesn't help, but yeah, quick water break and back to it, I guess. Well, I've made it a little bit further, got to a little intersection. After I was done with this adventure, I was planning on driving my car up and then picking up my bike. I'm really hoping that's not the road I got to drive up, because my car's a two-wheel drive, it is not making it up there. But yeah, Look, the road gets a little bit better, but it also gets a lot steeper. I don't know if you guys can see way off in the distance. That thing there is near vertical. Look how hot it is. You can see all the little shimmy waves. I continued going up the gnarly hill until... Oh, wait. Did you see that? Yeah, I had a little slip. But that's alright. Dusted myself off, kept pushing. So I've paused here for a little rest. I've run out of water in this bottle, so I'm going to grab one of my other ones, fill it up, and while I'm here, have a little snack, you know, rest and refresh. Even though it's done me no favours the entire trip, I think I'm going to consult the maps. See how we are. Once we get about here, I reckon, then it'll be pretty cruisy. But yeah, looking at the maps, you can see where we've gone, you can see where we need to go. And this grey line, this is where I was supposed to drive. There is no way that my car is making it up there. So I'm going to have to go for a pretty big hike this afternoon. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. Oh well. As I was there sitting down, eating my food and contemplating life, got a bicky. I thought of a plan that might be a little bit easier. Okay, looking at the map, what I reckon will be easier, instead of parking my car over here somewhere and trying to do 8k hike up mountains to get my bike back to Savo, what I reckon I'll end up doing is I might stash my bike and then walk down to the waterfall. And then once I'm at the waterfall, I'll probably just walk back upstream until I get to the bike. And then I can ride my bike all the way back to where the car is. Now that I had a new plan, I was feeling a lot better. I did wonder why I hadn't just done an out and back from the start. It would have made the whole ordeal a lot easier. But you know, things you learn. As I was packing up, a really good song came on, so of course I had to have a little bit of a boogie. After all my stuff was together, it was time to leave my snack spot. Alright, we are finally leaving the rest spot. Feeling rested, refreshed, had a little bit to eat, and yeah, got a new plan that I think will work way better. So, super excited to keep going, except for the hills. But, you know, not much you can do about them. You know, waterfalls need hills. Don't want to get my hopes up yet. That looks pretty undulating to me. Undulating I can ride, I can deal with that. It's just the relentless steep hills. Just gotta push my way up. Yeah. Could even be downhill, who knows? Wouldn't that be good? But yeah. Helmet's on, let's try and ride it. Yeah, this is looking good. Oh, never mind. Hills. Oh, well, you know what? It was fun while it lasted. But, yeah, knew it was too good to be true. That's alright. Look at this tree. Isn't that kind of cool? It's got little growths on it. Alright. Made it to the top of the hill. Let's try again. Let's see. How far can I ride before I have to get off and walk? Oh man, it feels so good to be on the bike. I'm making so much progress so fast. Oh, hill's not massive, but I don't want to burn out. Let's see how we go. Oh. Whew. I made it. I so nearly did not make that. Oh. Oh man, can't believe this. I'm actually making progress. What the heck? How good does that feel? That was 2 minutes of non-stop progress. I was on the bike, you know. Next hill's come. I'm pretty sure it should be undulating, you know, up and down. When I get to the top of this, another downhill. It's feeling pretty good to make some progress. Okay, I really shouldn't be, but I'm gonna try and ride up this hill. Just want to make some progress. A little bit sandy. All right, let's see how we go. Up the first little steep bit. Oh, back wheel slipping out a little bit. All right, we're good. Oh, that's the hardest part. The back wheel just slips out. Let's see how we go. Second hill. No, not quite. Made it most of the way up the hill though. It's pretty good. Shouldn't have done that, man. If I had walked up, it would have been slower, but I'd be feeling fine. Now I'm out of breath and sweaty. Oh well, all in the name of fun. All right. Yeah, I do believe we're at the undulating area. It should be pretty much like flat, but like with slight up and downs. Got a little intersection happening. Look at that. More downhill, baby. All right. See how long it lasts. Whew. All right. Oh, a little jump even. Oh, here's another one. Oh. How good is this? I am zooming. Oh no, uphill. Oh no. All right, sit back down. Keep pedaling. Keep going. Whew. So hot. And I'm very sweaty. Luckily, you can't see how sweaty I am. Hell yeah. Progress, sweaty progress, but progress nonetheless. A little intersection coming up. Hopefully, oh, there's a trail to my left and right. What's over here? Oakley Creek Lookout. Okay, I gotta be careful not to get lost here because there are a lot of trails. Oh man, I should have rested here. I literally just had a little rest before this. All right, let's consult the maps. Well, on the maps it only has one, and I'm pretty sure that's the trail bikeway. So let's go that way. And we'll keep an eye on the maps and yeah, see if we're going the right way or not. All right, over here. Am I still en route? Shit, I'm not en route. Yeah, that's definitely not en route. Okay, I'm gonna come up around the corner, see if it magically joins back up, but yeah, strange. Yeah, okay, I think it's gonna be easiest if we just ride back down to where there are a bunch of trails and we'll pick another one, hope for the best. We're back to where all the paths split off. All right, I've put a little pin on the map where the bike is, and I'm just gonna go for a wander, see if I can get the blue dot to move towards the yellow line. Let's start by walking back this way, just so we can orientate ourselves. Okay, so that's the wrong way, so we need to turn right. Let's go this way. Yeah, this looks like the right way. Let's see what's over here. My blue dog's moving the wrong way, but I'm feeling like I'm making progress. All right, let's go this way. Yeah, blue dot is going straight towards the line. That is what we need. Okay, this track seems to be going the right way. I'm gonna go back, get the bike, and yeah, take it for a ride, see what happens. All right, bike's still here. I'm gonna try and ride with my phone out. It'd be really handy if I had like a little phone mount or something. That's all right, I'll ride with my phone out and we'll try and see if the dot follows. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, it's quite bumpy. All right, blue dot looks like it's almost on the right track. That's too hard to ride. I'm just gonna put it away. We'll go for a sec and yeah, see if we're going the right way, I guess. All right, let's have a little look. Is this or is this not the right way? Yeah, this looks like the right way. We're gonna follow this for a fair bit. Yeah. Almost done with the bike. We're about 500 meters away from where I'm stashing it. And then get to walk to the secret waterfall. Oh no, another fork in the road. Oh well, I'm pretty sure it's this way. We'll take it nice and slow just in case. All right, I believe that this is where we were leaving the bike. So let's take the bike up here and we'll put it somewhere out of sight. Somewhere behind a tree. Oh. Look, there's another track. Man, there's so many tracks, it's so confusing. All right. I reckon. Well, let's just take it. All right. Through here. Oh. Through here. Look, there's another track. Wow. Okay, let's go this way. All right. Maybe this was the road I was supposed to take. Who knows? Okay, I'm going. Oh, let's just keep going. All right. Let's put my bike around this tree. Put that through the bike. Boom. Just gonna let up. All right, that bike is locked and good to go. All right, I've made it to where I'm dropping the bike off. I'm gonna do the rest on foot. I'm really keen to keep going, but I learned from my last adventure, even though I'm not hungry, I just need to keep eating, because when you eat, spirits are high. So I'm gonna have a quick snack stop, and then yeah, we're going pretty much that way. Fingers crossed we make it. Okay, I think I might have another bicky. Already had like 2, but you know, have another one. I'll probably have a Muesli bar. And I'll grab another one out for the walk so I can keep munching. I'll grab a sandwich out too. Alright, peanut butter sandwich. You know what? Why not? have another bicky. Good sandwich. Off we go. On foot now. Hopefully we don't get lost. Although, I think it should be pretty alright. As long as I just head down and end up in a creek at some stage, then we'll be good. Well, would you look at that? There's even a little track. Dude, how many tracks are there? This is actually ridiculous. Alright, down we go. This is the creek we want to be in. Look at how pretty that is. It's pretty damn nice. Alright, through we go. Oh, it's quite thick. That's alright, it's pretty too. Wow, this is pretty. Alright, as far as nav is concerned, I'm not actually too stressed. Look at this little hole. I'm not super concerned because it is super helpful that I am going down the creek and not up. That's a little nav tip for all of you. Something I learned from my dad is that whenever possible, it's best to go up spurs and down creeks. Reason being is that on your map there are lots of little creeks. Like here's another one. And there'll be a lot of creeks in real life that aren't on your map. Now, this can get a bit tricky because you might be wondering, well, how do I make sure that I'm in the right creek? Well, sorry, I'm scrambling over logs. All the creeks tend to join up. So if you do find yourself in the wrong creek, it doesn't really matter that much because they will all kind of merge up. Whereas if you imagine if you're going up and there's heaps of little creeks splitting off, you'd have no idea which one to take. So that's why it's always best to go up spurs and down creeks. All right, we got our first little signs of rocks and waterfalls. Look at this little place. This is kind of cool. Yeah. Hopefully there's water going over the waterfall. Ooh. Boom. Made it down the little rock section. Look at this. Another little rocky section. Oh. That's it, yes. It's walkable, we're alright. But yeah, this is promising. What the hell is this? Wall lantana. Alright, let's see if we can go around. Oh. Alright. Maybe I can go up around here. It's not looking great. Look at that. And it keeps going. Damn. Alright, let's find a way around. Alright, I'm gonna try and head back to the creek. Oh, look at how sharp that thing is. Oh wow. Okay, let's not touch that, let's backtrack. So, using my walking backward take. Woo. Okay. The whole tree just fell on me. Alright. Look at all these spikes on my hand from the tree. Ow, they hurt. Ow. That hurts. That's gonna make riding back pretty rough. Okay. I'm gonna pause because this is important for you guys to know. We'll lose light at about 6. So I need to be back in my car by 6. And I'm gonna take an hour to ride there. And that's being pretty generous. So I would need to be back at my bike where it's stashed at 5. Which means that I would need to turn around in about 15 minutes. I'm not gonna make it to the waterfall in 15 minutes, but I really don't want to give up. Let me look at the map. Look, you can see where I dropped my bike, you can see where I am, and you can see where the waterfall is, the big red X. It's taking me half an hour to walk here. So it's 4 o'clock now, so I'd probably get there about 5, which then I would have an hour until I lose dark. It would probably take me 2.5 hours to walk back. So it'd be 7:30 by the time I get back to my bike, and it'd be well and truly dark. Oh, this sucks. This really sucks. Well, I've just realized that I have to turn back. Oh man, I worked so hard to get here. But I'm just not going to be able to make it back in time. It's going to be well and truly dark. Alright. Guess I'll start walking back. Yay. I know you're probably feeling a bit disappointed I didn't make it. And believe me, I was pretty frustrated too. But after I got home, I thought about deleting all the footage and not making this video at all. But after some time had passed, I realized that even though I didn't make it, I still had a pretty good adventure. And I had a story to tell about my attempt to make it to an undiscovered waterfall. The video is not over yet, but I just want to say thank you for sticking around even when things don't work the way you would have hoped. Anyways, enjoy this montage of me getting back to the car. Still there, that's good. So today didn't go as well as I was hoping. I didn't make it to the waterfall, and I was pretty upset about that. But on the ride down, I actually was reflecting, I was thinking, and I'm actually more excited now. I didn't make it today, but that means it'll be the start of something. It'll be the start of trying to find these secret undiscovered spots. Look, all the cows are coming over. I don't know if you can see them. I'm gonna go back home, I'm gonna keep studying the maps. I'm gonna try to find a new, I don't even know what it would be, like a waterfall or maybe a canyon or who knows. Try and find another undiscovered secret gem.